Well, you'll have to forgive me. I haven't heard of Palisade, Colorado until I got here, but I have heard of this company, Flyin Miata. They've been tuning Miatas and MX-5s for a long, long time. Here among the peach orchards, they're doing things like throwing turbos on Miatas and MX-5 superchargers, even throwing V8s under the hood. Now that the 4th gen MX-5 is here, the ND, they're doing all sorts of things, suspension, brake upgrades, the whole suite of, expected tuner offerings. But what they've done is they've thrown a small block Chevy under the hood, and that's what we're here to drive. So let's go take it for a spin. Yeah, this is my kind of car, all right. Never mind the power, just listen to the sound that it makes. That's just nuts. Of course, you can draw all sorts of parallels in sports car history of people putting big motors in small 2-seat sports cars, but this is something totally different. And I think out here in the peach orchards of Colorado, Flyin Miata is in a unique position to do something that's very different from what everybody else would have done. Plus, this is 2017, and the electronics considerations for integrating a big motor and other drivetrain components, as well as steering in this car's case, is a whole other set of considerations. When you approach this car, you immediately notice that it looks exactly like the MX-5. Sure, it's got, big wheels and tires and a couple other things, but it's got the form factor of an MX-5, and it looks inside and out like an MX-5, but as soon as you fire it up, it's something completely different, and that sound is really incongruous with what the MX-5 to be. The biggest difference is in all the primary controls. There's a real heft to everything now. There's, real heft to the clutch. There is a different feel to the steering wheel now because it's been converted to a hydraulic rack from a Camaro. The transmission is a Tremec T56, again from a Camaro, and so is the differential with the limited slip. And with the addition of, the 250 or 260 pounds that this car weighs over a regular ND MX-5, it feels completely different, and it really no longer has any of that light, lithe ND MX-5 character, but that's not a bad thing. Now, everything works together. The drivetrain is fantastic. The steering is great. The feel is wonderful. That heft of the shifter, the heft of the clutch, all really work well together. All the control weights are relatively well matched. And what's more, everything works. The infotainment unit works, the automatic climate control works, the gauges work. The only thing that doesn't work are the stability and traction control systems, and you know what, that's okay because that makes this car a real driver's car. So about this motor, well, it's a off-the-shelf crate motor from GM. You can buy this today if you want. It's the LS3, 6.2 liters of American V8 horsepower, 525 horsepower, 489 pounds of torque, according to GM. And let me tell you, in this car, it's just magnificent. Listen to the sound. The suspension is based around a set of Fox dampers, and you might know Fox as the supplier of the dampers and massive shocks, if you will, in the Ford Raptor, both the old one and the new one. And I'll tell you, in this car, they're absolutely fantastic, and we'll get into that in a second. Brakes are from Willwood. There's a bigger two-piece rotor in the front with 6 piston calipers, and there's a standard ND MX-5 brake rotor in the back, clamped by a Willwood 4-piston caliper. It works very, very well here. The wheel and tire package is made up of wheels specifically made for this application by 949 Racing. They look fantastic. And Bridgestone RE71R tires. And I love driving our compound tires on public roads. It's just a blast. Now, all of this goodness is going to cost you, of course, an ND MX-5 as well as 50,000 American dollars. That puts the price of this package into a unique position. You've got, of course, Corvettes to choose from at that price point. You've got a bunch of Porsches to choose from at that price point, but this is something really unique and really special. This car is not for everybody, of course. Some people may want the cargo carrying capacity that the Corvette or a 911 offers, but I don't think there's any other car on the road that has this much character. I mean, just the effortless acceleration is just ridiculous. Anytime you want to get your foot into it, the car instantly responds. Plus, this motor has just fantastic throttle response. Everything about hustling this car between corners, through corners, exiting corners is effortless. It's just a blast to drive. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the steering's now been converted to a hydraulic rack out of a Camaro, and wow, I mean, the MX-5 steering wasn't bad to begin with, but this just takes it to another level. Brake feel and actuation is top-notch. Modulation is fantastic. You can really position the car on the brake pedal. It's just fantastic. Lateral grip is said to be over a G, and I don't doubt it. I mean, the dampers do a great job, and those Bridgestones do a fantastic job keeping this planted. And so much so that overall, I'd say the handling is very approachable, and you don't have to worry about this thing stepping out on you or surprising you doing anything funny. It's very, very approachable and very neutral, very easy to drive. Definitely on the benign side of things. It's not a sharp, hard-edged sort of setup on this car. It is absolutely fantastic. And speaking of which, you know, the overall ride quality is more like a GT, a comfortable GT, than anything else. It's not overly sprung or overly damped. Of course, an MX-5 with a V8 conversion is all about the power, and this is just brilliant. You know, it's really this abundance of power, and, you know, the way this car feels that makes it so intoxicating. I've never driven anything like this. Sure, I've driven lots of big horsepower sports cars, but nothing quite like this, and I'm absolutely loving it. And out here in the middle of nowhere, you know, the Flyin Miata guys have managed to do something really special. This is a very distinct roadster. There's really nothing like it. It's very special, and it works so well together. And I think it's because they're out here in the middle of nowhere and, you know, among peach orchards that they're able to do this. They're, you know, isolated from the rest of the automotive world, but in today's day and age, they can plug in and connect with the right people, you know, the people that help integrate the electronics packages between the MX-5 and the small block Chevy. I mean, it's amazing what's able to be done today. And, you know, as well, the Fox dampers, I mean, they're not known for their sports car dampers, but they do an excellent job here. Whether it's on the road managing, you know, some bumps, or whether it's on the racetrack managing wheel control, I've been nothing but impressed by them. They're just fantastic. Yeah, I can't say this enough. This car is its own distinct automobile. There is nothing like it. It is It's a small car. It weighs 2,600 pounds, 525 horsepower. That's just mega, but it all works so well together. It's a really, really special car. The customer car that's under construction right now, well, that customer's got the right idea. Instead of taking the crate motor from GM, he's had Lingenfelter work on it, and that car is going to have 575 horsepower. That's my kind of car. Thanks for watching this piece about Flyin Miata's ND V8 conversion. Hope you liked it. I wish I could convey how amazing this car is, but I hope it's coming through. This thing is just brilliant. Anyway, we want to hear what you think, so please leave a comment below. And if you liked it, be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again next time.